Okay, so on this one I want to learn about some more commands, right? So my goal here is going to be to learn about lines and coordinates and maybe points. So here I have some examples of some stuff, right? So what do I expect the size command to do? Yeah, that's going to make a window. It's going to be what? What's the 600 do? That's going to be 600 wide, right? And 300 tall. Okay, there's going to be a background. What's the background 255 give you? White, I think. Right? I think it's white. It's either white or black, and I'm pretty sure it's white. What's no fill do?
It's not filled.
Doesn't fill, apparently? I don't know. So far, like, I should be adding these as comments, shouldn't I? So let me add these. So I have 600 by 300 window. That's not how you spell window. Then I have background white. I'm going to have tons of typos in here. No fill? Like, I don't know what that does. What's setting stroke 0 going to do?
0 strokes.
No idea. Yeah, maybe no strokes. I don't know. And then what's 0.11 going to do? No idea. That's fine. Let's hit go. Let's just see what happens. So over here, I got this sketch. Huh. Cool. It seems like my window size looks like about 2 wide for 1 tall, right? It seems to be about 600 by 300 pixels or whatever, right? Background seems white. Cool. I don't see anything being filled in. Seems legit. Like, I don't know whether... Maybe we could just see if that does anything. Like, what if I comment that out? What do I get? Same thing, right? I don't know what that does. Let's leave it on, because someone thought it was a good idea to have it on. Stroke 0. That should make something happen. What the heck? Why is there nothing going on in my little window? You see this? Seems like nothing. Nothing happened.
I feel like those things would tell something to do something.
Yeah, I think this point thing probably does what? Like, processing is fundamentally a language about what? Like, what is the point of this language?
Drawing.
Yeah, it lets you draw stuff, right? So what would drawing a point do? Yeah, there should be a friggin' dot somewhere. Okay, let me try this. I'm going to try to put the dot somewhere else. So I'm going to do point. It's not kicking an error, right? Like, right now, it's telling me, dude, it expects... What is this saying? You guys see this? What is that about? It's saying the function point with parentheses expects parameters like, and then in quotes it has point, and then there's a parentheses, float, comma, float. I still don't know what a float is, right? But my best recollection is that it's probably some kind of number, right? So let me put in some numbers, like bigger numbers, like 50, comma, 60. Okay, and then it's telling me that I'm missing a semicolon. So I put it in a semicolon, and now it thinks this will work. So if I hit go, I still don't get anything. You guys see this? Okay, so if you had this computer in front of you, you would notice that right here, there's something that looks like either a dot or dirt. Right? Like, either there's a dot on the program or there's some dirt on the screen. You guys with me on that? How could I confirm that there's a dot there? Yeah, I could try to move the window around. Do you guys see that dot kind of lingers? Can't? Okay, what if I tried this? You guys see the dot now? Hey, there's a dot right there. Where did I expect the dot to show up? I told it to make a point at 50, 60, right? And this window here is 600 wide by 300 tall. Right, so I expected it to be a sixth of the way over, or sorry, a 12th of the way over, and a fifth of the way down. So that would be like someplace up in here, right? How did I know over and down? Crap, I cheated. I didn't actually know that. I just expected it to appear somewhere near the edge of the window, right? And look, it's here. Where's the other dot that I was looking for before? You see it's right up there, right up against the edge? That's really annoying. So, what's the problem with using a point command and... Oh god. Okay, what's the problem with using a point command on a modern computer? Close, yeah. Why is it basically pointless? It's a pixel. It's one single solitary pixel. Right? Even the recording window that's open right here is something like 1,000 pixels wide by 800 pixels tall. Right? How are you going to find one frickin' black dot in all of that? Patience and the magnifier. Right? Okay, so these make points. Cool? Now, I can do a little bit of experimenting with the coordinates to figure out whether I can make them in certain places. So, let me see. It's going to really suck to try to find out about coordinates with those. So, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to grab this other thing. And then we'll explore the coordinate system using this other thing. So what's this guy expected to do? What do you expect line 0, 20, 20, 0, 20, 240 to do? Yeah, probably it's going to make a line, right? You guys all with me on that? Like, it's going to make a line somewhere. Okay. Let me start that line. Wait. So what's the 0? You guys give me some guesses about where this line is? Like, what's going on there? Should be predictable, right? Like, if I change the numbers, something should happen. So what if I change this, maybe first number? Oh, that's probably a good idea. Like, maybe this is the start point and that's the end point. You guys see that? Okay, so if it's from the start to the end, if I change this 0 to a 30, what do I expect to happen? Yeah, I expect it to start at 30, 20 instead of 0, 20. So what do I expect that to do? That's changing the x coordinate of a point, right? You guys remember which way the x and y axes go? Let me do this by show of hands. Does anyone actually remember? Okay. Wasn't listening. Which one is the x value? The first one is the x value, which doesn't matter at all for this class. The only thing I want to know is whether it's over or up and down. The x is the over. So if I change this from 0 to 30, I expect my line to move over at the very least, right? Like I expect the starting point to move over. So if I do run, it moved to the right. You guys see that? So apparently, one thing I can know about coordinates is that the positive x is right. You guys with me on that? So x's move right. Now, what if I change this from a 20 to a 120? What would I expect to happen? It's going to move either up or down, right? Like the y is changing, right? And y is an up-down thing. It seems like it probably should move up, right? But if I hit run, I discover that it moved down. Weird. So what's going on there? I found the positive x was right. Where's the positive y? It is, in fact, down. That's weird. Right? Because in math class, the origin's in the where? Where's the origin? Yeah, in math, the origin's in the bottom left corner, right? In this, the origin is in the top left corner. So the origin's the top left. If you go up in the x's, you go right. If you go up in the y's, you go down. You guys with that? And apparently, this line goes from the starting point of 30, 120 to the ending point of 200, 40. You guys cool with that? What did this stroke do? Do we know? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's the color of something? Oh, you want to try making it red? What was the ugly mustard color? It was like 204, 153, 0. Let's try that. Is it... So why do I suspect this is going to work? Yeah, it's not kicking an error right here. Would it kick an error if I did something like this? Like, apparently not. Let's try that just for kicks. There is a line, but it is super faint. I think what's actually happening there is it's defaulting to grayscale. You guys see that? My guess is that if I did 204, I'd get that same faint line. Yeah. And that, I think, is because if it doesn't have enough parameters, it defaults to the shorter one. So if you feed it 2 parameters and it wants either 1 or 3 or 4, it defaults to, well, you gave me at least 1, so I'll take the first one. You guys cool with that? So this is apparently stroke. You can, like, somehow change the colors of what you're drawing. Cool? Cool, cool? Questions, Steels?